What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be telling you guys all about the perm I got back in April. You may have seen, if you watched any of my past few videos, you may have seen my hair looks a little bit wavy or curly, and that is because I got a perm back in, I think it was end of March, beginning of April. I filmed the process. I meant to make this video a long time ago, but I just never got around to it, and then we moved, and then more things got in the way, but I'm finally getting to it now. How it all started was scrolling on Pinterest. I kept seeing girls with wavy slash curly hair, like beachy waves, I don't know, and I was like, I want that, because I really love when my hair has some sort of texture to it, whether it's like day 3 of curls that are dying out if I curled my hair, or day 2 of taking my hair out of a braid. I just love those like relaxed waves. I did do some research before diving into getting a perm, because I had no idea until I finally got to researching that there are many different types of perms. When I think of a perm, I always think of like ramen noodle hair, Justin Timberlake, or like a really poofy frizz, or like just super tight curls, which kind of shrinks your hair up a lot. They can all look really cute on some people, but I just don't think I could have pulled any of those looks off, and those really weren't the curls that I was going for either. I did get a perm back in 6th grade, and I never took care of it because I didn't know how. I got the perm, I would shower, I'd brush it out after the shower, and then like call it good, like no products, nothing, because I was in 6th grade. Like, I wasn't really thinking about taking care of my hair, or let alone a perm. I just thought it was cool that my hair had curls in it now. So after a week of research, I decided on the Pyramid Perm, and I wanted that one because it looked like the curls were a lot bigger than your typical like super curly ringlet curls from a perm. I don't know. Cubby, what are you doing? And I figured if the rods were bigger, then the wave or curl would be bigger. Then I could really go for an effortless beachy waves look with that kind of perm. And then I also thought maybe, especially because my hair is so long, the curls would be weighed down even more. And so I just figured it would work out. So I was actually looking into going to a salon to get it all done, but they were all closed or completely booked because of COVID. So I ended up deciding just to do it at home, and I went on to Sally Beauty, or no, first, I went to every Sally's in like a 10-mile radius of my house, okay? And they were all out of everything. They said that they didn't know when they would have another shipment because of Corona. So I just decided to order everything online just from the Sally Beauty website, and it came out to be a whopping $30. My order came in like 3 days later, and I freaked out because I thought it would take a lot longer, because I hadn't really mentally processed what I was about to do and how soon it was gonna happen. Before we got started on the perm, I got a little trim to try to get rid of the yellow in my hair. I had my hair completely bleached a few years ago. I think it was like back in 2016 or 17. I had my hair gray, like silverish, but that is why I'm still trying to grow out my yellow. We ended up not cutting off all of the yellow because I didn't want to go that short, and my angel of a mother was the one that did my perm for me. And the coiling, I don't know what that part of the process is called, but where she wraps the hair in the rod, that took about 5 hours in total, and that's including snack breaks. And my mom actually didn't know what a pyramid perm was, so I ended up finding a YouTube tutorial on how to do the pyramid perm. So that was kind of scary. We finally got to the liquid part, and I honestly forgot how hot the bottle gets right after you mix the solutions together. That was scary because I remember I had like kind of like a flashback of all my research that I did, and I remembered all of the forums that I had read of people getting chemical burns on their scalp because of the liquid. And I have dry scalp, as I have mentioned, and I have it right up here. So I really thought that the solution, the chemical stuff, was really gonna mess me up, and I was also scared that the liquid would get into my eyeballs. So I bought 2 perm boxes, and we ended up using both solutions just to make sure that my hair was all saturated with the chemical stuff. I don't know what it's called. And it was honestly the worst smell. Like, it was disgusting. It just lingered. Even if I was sitting outside, which I did sit outside so the house wouldn't stink on the inside, and it was just so smelly. After we rinsed it out of my hair, we kept the rods in, and I had to wait for my hair to dry before we put in I think it was the neutralizer. I don't remember any of these terms because this was supposed to be filmed back when I had just done it, and it's been like 4 months. So I think it was the neutralizer, but we had to wait for my hair to dry a little bit. I sat in the sun for a minute, and like we had dinner outside just so I could sit in the sun. Afterwards, my mom and my sister began taking the rods out of my hair, and I kind of freaked out. I didn't show it on the outside, but on the inside I was panicking because I had ringlets, and I was like, this is not the perm I was going for. And I was like reliving my 6th grade perm because I'm pretty sure my 6th grade, my perm back then was just ringlets. It was just like the typical perm where they just put all the rods like that, like, you know, just super stuck to your head, because the pyramid perm literally is supposed to look like a pyramid at the end because all the rods are actually vertical instead of horizontal. Yeah, I was just really confused. I was like, what did we do wrong? So I couldn't wash my hair for 2 days. That's just a thing. You can't shampoo or conditioner or put anything in your hair for 2 days until the curls kind of like set. So I stunk for a whole 2 days, and my poor husband had to sleep next to me with my hair just smelling really bad. And then once I did shower, I didn't really know how to care for it yet. All I knew was not to brush it, so I didn't. So I finally found a routine that works for me, and I love my hair. I think it came out really well. I'm going to talk a little bit more about my hair in a second. I do have a permed hair routine, and I will be sharing that in my next video with you guys. And I was so hesitant to get a perm in 2020 just because I feel like you don't really hear about them very often because that's like a 40s 80s thing. I don't know, but I'm so happy with how it came out. I really love the results that we got, especially for it being like homemade, not going to a salon and stuff. I think my mom did a fabulous job. If you watched any of my previous moving vlogs, you probably saw that my hair was kind of curly or wavy in those videos. I hadn't styled my hair in those videos, but I mean, you can tell how it looks, you know, even without any huge styling routine or anything. But I didn't mention anything about it in those videos because I was planning on making this one first and then putting it out. As far as my 4-month update goes, you can totally see some growth at the top. Like, it's just not as wavy up here as the rest of my hair is. And this is day 2 hair, so, and I haven't touched it up or anything. Actually, yesterday was the day that I filmed my perm routine and I never touched it up. So this is day 2 hair. There are some parts which, and I actually mentioned this in my next video that I'm going to be posting. I didn't really know when it was okay to brush out a perm, whether it was on wet hair, dry hair, whatever. So I know before I found my answer, I probably did ruin some of the curl bonds in my hair. Right here especially, you can see it's like wavy, and then it's like a little bit dead just in this section. And then it goes back to wavy or curly again. Sometimes I will have ringlets like this. Other times it'll just be waves. Like right here, that whole little section is kind of dead. Honestly, probably my fault just from like brushing it out the way I wasn't supposed to. For the most part, I think it came out really well. Like I said, I'm super happy with it. I do think my perm would look a little different with shorter hair, and I am planning on getting a haircut. I don't know how short, not super short, it's still gonna be long, but I just feel like without the weight of my hair length, the curls might be a little bit tighter, maybe not, I don't know. I'm still learning how to care for my waves. I know a lot of the products I use aren't the best ones for curly or wavy hair, but they're working for me. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys about my perm. So if you are thinking about getting a perm, I highly recommend the Pyramid Perm, and you want like the beachy waves or just effortless waves. The rods are just so much bigger than a lot of the other perms that people get, and I feel like if you go up any more in rod size, then it might be a little too wavy and kind of looks straight. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and be on the lookout for my next video. It'll be my perm routine and how I style and care for it, and I will see you guys next time.